right? What exactly is it about it? Will there always be something that we're going to be afraid of? And then whatever be the future, is there all of these sort of questions? And I'd like to invite the August panel for the fishbowl, starting with Dr. Angelo. Dr. Angelo, currently the Director Academic at Presidency Group of Institution, boasts over 30 years of experience in education, educated at St. Vincent High and Technical University of Lucknow and Manipal University, along with a B.Ed from Magad University. Starting his career at Don Bosco School, Kolkata, he later became headmaster at National Gems Higher Secondary School and principal at Stepping Stones High School. Dr. D'Cruz has also led social organizations, including the All India Anglo-Indian Association, an inspector of CBSE schools and a board member of several institutions. He has attended several international educational programs and conferences globally. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Your one picture? Yes. And then, Neeti, Bhalla, Saini? Oh, there, okay, perfect. Yes. She's the principal Mayo College Girls School, brings over 26 years of dedicated experience in the realm of education, with a strong focus on the International Baccalaureate program. As an active member of the IB Educators Network, she conducts insightful visits to various IB schools across India and abroad, offering valuable guidance to align their practices with the standards of the IB curriculum. Neeti is adept at facilitating change within school settings, understanding the necessity for schools to adapt to evolving educational landscapes. She leads initiatives to foster adaptability and innovation.
The next speaker on this August fishbowl is Col Sathya Rao. Welcome, sir. Director, Narayana Education Group. Col Rao is a national level badminton player and seasoned army veteran, bringing his multifaceted expertise to education. After 20 years in the army, including operation in Kashmir and Indian peacekeeping force in Sri Lanka, he transitioned to education. As director of the Narayana Education Group, he is establishing 2 international schools in Hyderabad, set to open the next year, 2025. Previously, he played a key role in setting up Indus schools and early learning centers across India. A firm believer in holistic development, his emphasis is on sports and leadership, having led Indus schools of leadership from 2010 to 2023. Col Sathya, an avid cyclist, champions discipline, outdoor activities and experiential learning. Welcome, sir. Last but not least is Seema Negi. I'm looking for her. Yeah, there. No, looking for her. She's the director principal of Sanjeevni World School. And Dr. Seema Negi is a global goodwill ambassador and director principal of Sanjeevni World School. Is an esteemed educator and motivational coach with extensive experience. Her adventurous spirit, shaped by her Indian Air Force lineage, is reflected in her diverse accomplishments. Dr. Negi has significantly impacted education through roles with national and international boards, focusing on skill-based education and experiential learning. She has received numerous prestigious awards, including Best Academic Leader and Global Youth Leadership Award. As a TEDx speaker and international trainer, she advocates for technology in education, value-based learning and climate change awareness. Dr. Negi's leadership and dedication to societal betterment make her a true inspiration and change maker in education. Thank you so much, Seema, for joining this panel. So you've heard the burning question. Why are educators?
Why are they afraid?
We always had a future.
Yeah.
Why is this future more
Right.
scary?
I think the word afraid may not be appropriate. That's one.
Between the human intelligence and the machine intelligence is narrowing. That is what worries us at this stage. Otherwise, for teachers, there's always this neophobia that I'm not creative, that the teacher role is going to be irrelevant in future, and the human values are declining and will decline. So these things keep coming into our thoughts, and that is why we feel that with the AI creating that, what should I say, the fast track, how well we are, capable of getting into that space. Another thing I would say is with the language models which are coming in, like day before the chat, GPT 5 has come in and 6 will soon be there. So this is all what teachers and educators feel, that if these things are the ones which are coming in, what is our role? In fact, the teacher has to re-roll herself in the new. Also the knowledge is obsolescence, it's at a lightning speed. So these are the things I feel why we say that there is going to be a big challenge in the future, the unknown.
I just want to, I have another perspective to it, that teachers ought to be scared of the future. Teachers who are continuously invested in their self-development, constantly invested in their professional needs and requirements, and they're constantly experimenting, need not be scared of the future, because they're ready to adapt, change. They are more experimental in their ways. So we have, as teachers, we are always giving. We are always on the giving end. And the moment we change our way of looking at things, the moment we become facilitators and not teachers and not just giving, we start saying, oh, I don't know this, and we want to learn. So be it anything, be it technology. I remember a couple of years ago when I would interview teachers, I would say, IT skills, how good are you at IT? I don't ask that anymore. It's an understood thing. Everybody who's a teacher, because COVID taught us all to use IT. Now I say, how well do you know AI? How are you using AI in your classroom? Do you even know that? So the way I look at things, the way I question, it is, we keep talking about this word and it just intrigues me and excites me, the VUCA world. Everybody talks about it, the volatile, uncertain, complex, the world that we keep talking about. Have we looked at ourselves as teachers? Where are we in that world? Are we actually ready to change with the needs of the world, of the students that we are going to be dealing with? We can't continue to be teachers there. We will have to change our way of looking at it and say that we will be facilitators in their learning. There will be things we will not know. There will be things we'll have to learn along as we go with the students, right from the younger ages to the older ones. A joke that I would always tell my early years, when I was with a K-12 school, I would joke with my early years teachers, what you just said, that AI might replace teachers. I used to say, don't worry, your early years teachers, nobody can replace you, because you are building the skills. So coming to the next aspect, if teachers are looking at developing skills in themselves, skills in students, making sure that whatever they're delivering in the class, whatever they're facilitating, there is ample amount of skills being developed, then teachers should not be scared of future. They should not be at all worried, because nobody can then replace them.
Ma'am, may I just add a comment when you said, don't worry teachers, your early learners, you will never be replaced. Somebody said something very nice maybe many years ago, that teachers who are replaced by technology deserve to be replaced.
You'll hear, I think, ma'am and sir, and I guess the other ma'am will also speak about what everyone is expecting to hear, that we are afraid of the future because of the huge technology revolution that we are in the face of. I'd like to give this discussion another dimension. What is education for us teachers? Are we preparing our children for an examination or just for technology? Are we preparing our children for life? Question number 2. Are only educators afraid of the future, or are parents and students equally afraid of the future? We are living in a time where we have a single child in a family, and all the dreams and the hopes of the parents have to be accomplished through this one child. I don't believe that the future is to be feared. I believe that future is to be shaped. Coming back to the point of us as educators, whether you're a teacher or whether you're a principal, I think education is far too big a word that can limit itself for us to sit and discuss only about technology. We have far too many meetings in our schools with our managements who discuss curriculum. I've never sat at a meeting where there was a brainstorming session of how to make the school a happy school, of how to prepare a child to face life. Whatever a parent wants, or whatever we want, the ultimate aim of that one child or that parent is that my child must be successful. You're talking about technology. I put a question to you. Is artificial intelligence an enabler, a disruptor, or a destroyer? And I can sit and give many examples of how we need to be afraid of bigger things that are ruining our children, are threatening the very culture and ethos of many institutions, where because of artificial intelligence you have deep fakes being made. You'll find a deep fake of you and of me being made. You'll find, because of this technology advancing, I dealt with a case recently where one of my students was roped in by an unknown figure on Instagram, and he roped in a few others, and this guy, who just had a name and a face which wasn't his own, this is all technology growth, who used these poor boys as peddlers to sell stuff which they shouldn't be selling at 15 and 16 years old. So I think there's a bigger thing to be discussed among the education fraternity, because we are dealing with human lives. We are not sitting on chairs in our office to boast about 90% and to boast about a state topper. We are there to make lives and to save lives. I think we need to be more afraid of that, of what's becoming of our children. And I can pull out data for the last 3 years that I've been studying of. It's not a very happy picture for our children in our schools who are living a very vulnerable life, pulled and roped and tempted by this advancement that we are sitting and discussing. And all we discuss is how to make our teachers apt in handling AI. All we discuss is how to use the best applications to promote our educational path to look more glamorous. Yes, we principals are pressurized to bring numbers in our school. Our managements want that. But I fight against it. I speak out openly against it. That I think the bigger picture, or I should say the equal picture, academics is important. I'm not in any way suggesting that academics is my second priority. It's not. But the child's life and preparing the child to be successful, to make our child a good human being, is also a part of our job, which we must give equal importance to, and be equally afraid of all these things that are literally sucking our kids in. That needs to be addressed as well.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm not going to speak anything. All of you, do you have a paper and a pen? I don't mind what kind of paper that is, one pen. Whether it is working or not doesn't matter, okay? All you need to do is just think in your mind that in 60 seconds, that is 1 minute, how many dots can you make? And when I say dots, I'm not telling you to form any pattern or anything. You just have to keep on making dots. Okay, those who do not have pen and paper, I know this table is there, they have this lovely finger, they can just think in your mind. Have you all thought? If you have thought, just write it. Don't make. I will tell you when to make. Don't make. Just write how many dots can you make. Have you written that figure? All of you? You have written that figure? So will you manage time for me? Yes. So the moment I say start, you will start making dots and you will count the dots. Without fail, you will count, and the moment I will say stop, just write the number of dots that you have made. Fair enough? Everybody understood? Okay, your time starts now. Dot, 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 dot. Don't make patterns, don't make patterns, don't make patterns, don't. Keep on making dots, keep on making dots, and keep on counting, keep on making, keep on counting, keep on making, keep on counting. Don't forget to count, you are making patterns. Fast, 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 faster, 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 fast, 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 good, 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 fast, 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 yes, 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 faster, 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 faster. We still have 32 seconds. Fast, 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 yes. Fast, fast, faster, 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 just 14 seconds, 13 seconds, 12. Now 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Write the number. How many of you made more dots than you had in your mind, than you thought? Almost everyone? So this is the answer to the question. Even if we are afraid of the future, do we really know our potential first? We are the teachers. We change as per the situation change. When pandemic came, none of us were ready for that. But we survived, and we survived too well. Today we know many things. I know. Things are changing. You talk about AI, something else comes. You do something in the morning, evening something else changes. But then yes, if we have the passion and we know the purpose why we are doing this, I don't think there is anything to be scared of. But yes, as we rightly said, it is rightly said, dar ke aage jeet hai. Little dar is needed. Now let me quickly take you to Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The first chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that is Arjun Vishad Yoga. Arjun was very confused. He was in dilemma. What to do? What did he do? He seeked assistance. He asked Krishna. And that is what we have to do. Why are we collaborating here? We are coming here to ask from each other and learn from each other. If we do that, yes, future is very, very bright. Come to the 18th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. That is about liberation. When we learn, definitely we elevate ourselves from the level which we are in. And if we do the same thing and follow the same practice, I don't think we have to be scared of future. But yes, we need to keep on sharpening our saw. A quick story. There was this guy who used to cut 17 trees in a day. Okay? So when a person saw that, he said, okay, let me appoint you. So he appointed him because he was getting the maximum wood, because he was cutting 17 trees in a particular day. Then it so happened that next day he cut 17, then it became 16, then 15, then 14, and he was cutting lesser number of trees. So his owner called him, the employer, and he asked, what happened? Why are you cutting lesser number of trees? He said, I really do not know. It is the same X. And it is the same hard work that I am doing. You know where was the gap? He was not sharpening it. What we need to do is we have to keep on sharpening our own skills. We have to keep on sharpening ourselves. Then I personally believe, because this is what we do in our school, some of you might say that meeting so many parents is at times difficult. I have kept my school open. There are limited number of days when it is, the name of the day is Anubhuti, learning in action. Parents can come and see the school in action. Today was one of the days when my parents were there taking rounds in school and I am here. There are particular days which we have kept samvad, coffee and conversation. Come sit with me and talk. The more we collaborate, trust me, the better the world will become, and that is what we have to do, and that is what I believe in. Thank you.
Actually, the technology is not the problem. It is the problem is the culture and the mindset. And that's why we need to change ourselves. And like the fear, we call it, the cognitive dissonance has to be there in us. And who thought that the world will change during the COVID times? We all faced it. Yes, people lost their lives, but we all understood how to cope up life after that. So you never know what can be and how we can, so we have to be prepared for all challenges. I mean, that's what resilient, adaptability, agility and all comes in. And the competencies which we derive from various experiences. We go through so many experiences, and if anyone goes through a peak experience, they know what life is all about.
So it's good, that's a perfect segue. One question I want to ask is that most of the time when we talk about fear of the future, we're talking about technology. So let's say, for example, magically, somehow.
Absolutely. So I'm saying if we could magically just wipe out the concern for technology, right? Is there still something that teachers would be afraid of, or is that something that?
I think there may be chances that in years to come, students may surpass the teachers in knowledge.
I think the fear of letting go. As a teacher, we are too much in charge and in control of what we do, how we do. We make our lesson plans. The administrators want the lesson plan, and so there's feedback. The fear of letting go, and one of the conversations I was in before this talked about agency, that the moment the teachers give that agency, because it's all about the child's learning, the moment you give that agency to the student to say, this is what we have to learn, this is where the journey is, this is where we have to go, let's find out ways how we go there. I think if teachers are ready to do that, aisa hi hota hai, nahi hota hai. That's what I say. I mean, a lot of people don't agree with it, but I say that aisa hi hota hai is not what we should be living by. As teachers, we have to say, acha, aisa bhi hota hai. You know, that excitement, that curiosity element. So my perspective is away from technology. Technology is one big factor. It's come into our lives now, but I go beyond that.
Can I say something here, Anand? Can I say something? Yeah, please. Yeah, I think, earlier the future was in the future. Now it's like right here. We are already in it. The fact that, changes are coming quicker and quicker than they used to earlier, that I think is leading to a greater feeling of uncertainty. The fact that school, which could be assumed to be a regular running institute, is no more so.
A normal routine.
Yeah, it closes when it's too hot or too cold or too rainy or too wet or too polluted. So school is no more that physical space which was socially there. It's now a space which is there, but also at your home, your screen. The whole notion of school itself is changing. Every day there are hundreds of peer-reviewed papers coming out in every subject. Subjects are exploding, changing, and science is no more science as content, but science as literacy. The fact that, change is happening rapidly, the fact that so many things are being thrust on teachers, teachers are teaching all kinds of different programs, and every year they change. I think it's this feeling of pressure, that the feeling that the future is already upon us, that is the cause of strain.
Actually, sir, our thinking and behavior is at risk by being manipulated by various external forces. I think that's where, the thought process changes.
So I feel that I was going to say what you just mentioned. The first fear is, will we be able to keep pace with the change that is happening? We barely have a meeting this month and tell our teachers this is what we have to do, and another circular comes, especially from the CBSE, that things have to be done differently. So that becomes very frustrating. There is a fear whether teachers will be able to cope up with this rapid pace of change that is coming. The other fear I as an educator have, not just for the future even now, is getting parents to see through our eyes and understand through our minds. It's a huge challenge that we are facing. I've started coding club. We are setting up, as I speak, an artificial intelligence and a robotics lab in school, and we have to allocate a period for it. We are bearing the cost for it, but you have 50% of the parents who will say, why are you losing an academic lesson? Which period are you taking away in giving? So I say, I won't take a period away. We'll keep your children for 40 minutes more. Even that is a no. They have tuition. So there are various factors. This topic of discussion can go on and on. If we want to keep pace, then you said feared. Are we afraid of how to handle the future? I would say we are also confused of how to handle the future. We are also confused how to handle the future. How do we please? Please, the parent community, I think, is the elephant in the room for all of us. You can never get everyone to be on the same page as you. You can be a transformative leader with a very transformative mindset, but to get the whole community of the parents to understand this vision of yours, I think that's the sentence. Getting the teachers and the parents to see through your eyes and get them to see your vision is a challenge and a fear that I have immediately.
Well,
Yeah.
sir, I have a different opinion, but sorry to interrupt. Because when you consider parents as opposition bench and your treasury bench, that's when these problems
No,
come.
I don't.
So, sir, may I...
No,
may
I need to answer him. So, ma'am, 1 minute, Anita, I don't. Parents are very much involved with everything that happens in my school. When we light the lamp for the opening ceremony of our investiture ceremony, many people play music. Sometimes the student will play the flute or the violin. I'm telling you about a recent incident, a parent who I knew had a lovely voice, classical singer, to sing while the lamp was lit. For any inter-class event, a parent is called to judge the event. Any inter-house event, parents are called in. My first preference for chief guests are parents who are of very good standing in society. And I do involve parents in discussions. Having said that, sir, what percentage of the parent community will be on your side? You can, if you sit there and tell me 100 parents agree with everything that you say, I won't agree.
No, that
So I'll put it another way, sir. I will use my 2 minutes, okay? How many of you have ever seen Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra? Those who have not seen, I'm just telling you, simple thing. There are 3 very important components, okay? And that is how I see education world, and that is how my parents, 99% parents, agree to whatever I say. Now listen to me what I'm going to tell you. Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra is the only religious event, we say, or procession where brother and sister are celebrated rather than like couples, how we have all Devi Devtas. So Krishna, Subhadra and Balram, they sit on the chariot, and then there is one team who pulls the chariot and other team who cheers for the one who pulled the chariot. Every meeting that we meet our parents, the only thing that we tell our parents is, our children are sitting on the chariot. When we as school pull the chariot, you cheer for us. And when you will pull the chariot, we will cheer for us. Consistently from 2018 till today, I think all my meetings parent hear this from me. Now, 99% parent, and I can give you in writing. Whatever we say, parent listen to us. Now, very small example. 15th August is 15th August, we'll celebrate. 16th is one day, 17th, 18th is weekend, and 19th is holiday. We told our parents that we are keeping 16 as holiday. 19th is Raksha Bandhan. Not even a single parent objected. They said, okay, we do understand, and we said we will work on 14th of September, which basically falls under Ganpati. We have to work with them. They need to be our collaborative partner. It cannot be tug of the war, but it takes a lot of efforts. That is why I'm telling you, we have opened our school for our parents, and trust me, the more we are opening, the lesser they are coming. The trust is building. It takes time. It takes time, and it requires the entire village to raise the child. That is what we are doing.
I think what we promise we need to deliver. Otherwise the parents are not going to.
Actually, I feel parents are aspirational. So we are not even teaching. We are not catering to the aspirations of our students. We are also catering to the aspirations of our parents. Now our parents want their children to do or achieve something in life which they couldn't do. So they live through their dreams, or they're trying to live through their dreams to their child. So my question to all of you is, how do we tackle that?
Let's just stay on topic, because this is a different topic, and like with everything in schools, there are 100 topics that are so interwound. Just to go back to this particular one. So if this is sort of the views that you hold on the future and thing, how would you train your teachers for this? Everybody one sentence only. That's the amount of time that we have. How would you go about training your teachers with the philosophy, the belief system that you have for a future that's coming?
To answer your question, I think every teacher must reflect and introspect where she is, what she's done so far, and how she's going to move forward. I think that is where the biggest challenge lies, when we don't reflect, when we don't introspect where exactly we are. The second is,
It has to be need-based. So there will be training which will be required for everybody, but then there has to be diverse and need-based training for every individual, and involve them and ask them, what is it that they want to get trained on? What is it that they struggle with? I think that is what, as school leaders, we often fail to do, because we have some needs in our school. Assessment karana hai, all those list down things. Have you ever asked a teacher, does she want a training or he want a training in assessment, or does he or she want a training in classroom teaching strategies? So ask them and then form your smaller groups and cohorts to do those training.
I think a good strategy that I follow, instead of just having workshops, which we do, and we enlist 6 topics on which workshops need to be done, stress management or time management or whatever. But what I do, at least 4 times a year, every 3 months, I have roundtable discussions with the teachers to discuss certain topics which they want, problems that they face, suggestions that they have to make the school a better place, a happier place, less stressful, and for them to come up with their suggestions. So I do, for 2 of the workshops, I take their suggestions and written down individually. I said, don't write your names, because when you tell them to write your names, they feel that you will know who they are to be free. So they don't write their names and they put it in a bowl. And the other one happens where they come up and speak openly, 1 speaker from each group. And I feel it's done a lot of good to the school. The ones without the names, actually, they speak their heart and mind out. And I take it and I sit with my management and share with them, and we bring about changes in the system to make the school a happy school. Because to me, happy teachers will teach better, happy teachers will make happy children, and happy children make a happy school. So it's very important for us to listen. If you're not a good listener, you're not a good leader.
So I'll just add to what Sir said. What we do is the only training that I personally conduct in my school is for my teachers, how to understand generational disparity. It is very important that our teachers should understand they are handling a different generation and they are from a different generation. Grandparents are from different generation. So as a school, we cater to all the 5-6 generation. And post that, we also ask them, they need to ask what they want, but one thumb rule is they need to write their name. If you are scared of writing your name, then how we are training this young generation? Whatever you want, you have to be vocal about it and ask for it, and we have given the liberty. Again, the more liberty you give, the better it is. We don't have to be scared of that. And I'll add to Sir, happy teachers lead to happy students lead to happy parents leads to happy school, and then you don't have to worry about your admissions or retention, because this happiness resonates everywhere. I'll just end with my last thing. ऋग्वेद में कहा है, ऋग्वेद में लिखा है मनुर्भाव. This is what we live by in our school. मनुर्भाव का अर्थ है शिक्षा का उद्देश्य है मनुष्य बनाना. इसी पे हमारी टीचर्स काम करते हैं. अगर आपको बच्चों को मनुष्य बनाना है तो उसके लिए आपको किस चीज की ट्रेनिंग चाहिए, and that is the kind of training we provide.
The last thing is how we have set opportunities for teachers in training. When we had the 3 schools, now we have 12. 3 schools, we started something called a community school, we started a teacher training institute, and we started a leadership school. In a quarter, 1 week, the teacher can take off and go to one of these institutions for learning or teaching. So if she opts for community school where there are children from the villages, she has to teach for that 1 week. And if she has to go to the Teacher Training Institute, she can learn what she is lacking because we have trainers. And if she has to go to the leadership school where we provide for leadership positions to hone their skills. So that is how we have allowed them the opportunity to select, because we can't push training on them. If they can choose, that's the best form of training. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are we awake?
Yes.
That means we were good.
Can you do dots again?
No, we will not do dots again. Okay, now just 1 second, okay? Whatever I'll ask, you have to immediately give me the answer. Nobody will think. Are we ready? Yes. A for?
Aeroplane.
A for apple, we have learnt, right? We have to change it. Then we'll become the change maker. Because we have...
Acceptance.
This is what we have learnt in our school. This is what we are teaching to our children. This is a different generation. A can be alpha generation. So we have to, if we can keep on changing as per the need-based.
A for AI.
You have an answer here. A for apple भी पढ़ा दी.
A for apple. A for apple we have learned. Maybe our parents have learned. Somewhere we have to change their mindset.
आप ही कर दें. We will be bike of an apple. We will be bike of an apple.